This land is full of scum.
Rockstar's track record when it comes to online games isn't a great one. For example, in the past with GTA Online, Rockstar focused on making money more than they focused on producing content for everyone to enjoy. Apart from its later success, the beginning was very rough. Because of this, it was personally hard for me to believe that Rockstar wouldn't repeat the process or at least attempt to with Red Dead Online. Fans, including myself, were skeptical and even concerned with how the overall experience would be in the beginning, and unfortunately our concerns were validated at the launch of Red Dead Online. Even more so after the most recent update. Rockstar just ruined Red Dead Online. Hello everyone, I am Zumie Fiasco, welcome back and thank you for stopping by to check out today's video. To you new visitors, big ups for tuning in, and again, welcome. Today we are talking about Red Dead Online and how Rockstar alongside Take-Two is already ruining it. First, I want to do a little refresher on how Rockstar handled Red Dead Online back when it first launched and lead up to where we are now. Red Dead Online started out with barely any content and lacked variety when it came to activities players could participate in. The world felt super bland and empty, and on top of that, the economy was complete trash if we're being honest with ourselves. All of the items in-game cost way too much. Guns, for example, were listed at ridiculously high prices, and if you wanted to get your hands on one, you would need to spend several hours rinsing and repeating the same few missions that were in the game at the time. Players were obviously pissed off about it, and they took to Twitter, Reddit forums, and whatever means of communication they had access to tell Rockstar to fix the game and rebalance the economy. Rockstar responded with a brief update that lowered costs and increased rewards, but this was obviously all a part of the plan from the get-go. Release the worst version of the economy possible so that when they updated it after player feedback, players would think that Rockstar was listening to the community and taking action, even though the updated version of the economy was more than likely the way they intended for it to be in the first place. After the economy update, things went quiet for a while, partly due to the game being somewhat improved, and also because people were getting bored since there still wasn't much to do. Things sort of picked up again after the Gun Rush update, but quickly died down again. Things were dull and lackluster until the recent update kicked off on February 26th. The update came with a video trailer announcement alongside it, which was a first for Red Dead Online. Within the video, Rockstar shows off some of the cool new features players can expect to see in the new update, including new competitive gameplay, daily objectives and rewards, enhanced law and bounty system, and new weapons alongside clothing items for players to grind or pay for. Players were stoked to see some old bugs being fixed, issues being resolved, and most of all, new content being added. Unfortunately though, the update was a huge letdown to a lot of the community. Those of you watching now probably know exactly what I'm talking about, and if you don't, here's why it was a letdown. Hunting earnings and rewards were nerfed to half of what they used to be, which sucks because that is a big source of how people got their money in Red Dead Online, apart from doing the same old PvP game modes or repeating the same boring missions. Then a new broken bounty system was implemented. Instead of it being about player versus player, it was directed towards NPCs in the player, which is not what we expected at all. For example, previous inoffensive activities you get yourself caught in, like ballroom fights or accidentally trampling into a wandering NPC, now give you a bounty. Killing cops even cost you money out of pocket now, on top of getting a bounty for killing them in the first place. Also, do you remember how Rockstar was working on a way to deal with the griefing problem in Red Dead Online? Well, their answer in this update was to encourage it. The new daily challenges include challenges that involve killing other players, like perform a headshot on 3 players. Even though you're not trying to grief, if you shoot players first, your player blip will start to darken and turn red, giving off the false impression that you are in fact griefing other players. To avoid getting a bounty or appearing as a griefer on the minimap, you literally have to let other players shoot you first before firing back at them. If you are being griefed, parlaying now takes like a 2-minute horse ride to get away from the person harassing you, which is way too long. With the radar working the way it is now, it's very easy for griefers to get an easy kill and then run away for a few minutes, disappearing off the radar, and then coming back and doing it again. This makes it a lot less risky for them, so they continue to do it because they're not getting a bounty. So now we've got griefers griefing more than ever and non-griefing players being enticed into trying to. Not cool. As for the cosmetics added in the update, for the most part, they are just ugly and cost way too much. The price tag is no surprise really, and I get we're in the Wild West, but it doesn't mean all the clothing we buy should have holes and stains all over them. The dripped content thing is so annoying too. Sometimes you literally get a challenge telling you to kill people with a weapon that's not even in the game yet. We know it's in the game, it's just hidden away for another weekly update, like the close labeled coming soon. Why is this stuff not already in the game if the update included it? Did you see the prices they are trying to get away with on the new emotes, especially the better ones requiring gold? It's insane. We are still playing the same 6 story missions we have been playing for the better part of 3 months to save up the reward money for this shit? Come on. Yeah, some people may say, oh, that's all optional, you don't have to buy those. There is truth to that, but when there is nothing else in the game to provide you with an entertaining experience, the emotes and clothing alongside flexing is about all there is to grind for. So yeah, people are going to want to spend their money on it. What else are they going to do? Rockstar is just focused on shipping an economy that a finished game can be built on eventually. People will still defend this game saying, oh, it's just in beta. No man, fuck that. This is the product they shipped, this is the product they are charging us money for. Regardless of the word beta being pasted over the name, quit being naive. The game shouldn't be out here charging money when it's not finished. How long will Rockstar and Take-Two drag it out this time? Do you want another GTA Online? Hell, as of right now, Red Dead Online isn't even making as much money as GTA Online. According to a new financial report from research firm SuperData, the beta's revenue dropped by 14% month to month in January due to a decline in monthly active users. GTA Online is still making 5 times as much money for Rockstar compared to Red Dead Online. So how much do you think they actually care about this game right now? 3 months in, there is still barely anything to do, there is nothing cool to really grind for, the game's economy is still trash, and the recent update only made things worse. It comes as no surprise to me when I hear friends talking about quitting left and right. There's simply nothing to do and it's boring, and the most recent update made it completely just full of rage because you can't even have fun in open lobbies without getting a bounty on your head or getting griefed, and it's just terrible. People are putting the game down already, and we aren't even 4 months in. At this point, it's on the verge of becoming a meme. People are salty about it, and I don't blame them. Rockstar has pissed off even their most loyal fans. If they don't stop ruining Red Dead Online, by the time they add content that actually includes something significant that's worth playing, players may already be moving on to the next best thing. I really hope this doesn't happen, and I hope they wake up before it's too late. Rockstar seriously needs to go back to the drawing board and pull something up because as of right now, Red Dead Online, they've seriously ruined it. I don't understand the way they're working on the game. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're still making so much money on GTA Online that it's not as much of a priority and they can kind of put it off until GTA Online subsides and kind of mellows out, and then they can focus all of their efforts on Red Dead Online to make it the game that it should be. But that's not fair to us players. You know what I mean? Like, we should be getting good content and we should be getting it relatively soon. Since the game's been out for this long, it's been out for too long, guys. We need something significant to be added to justify the time spent waiting and grinding for pretty much nothing. Now, I know this may seem a little optimistic, but part of me is honestly hoping and part of me believes that the reason that Red Dead Online isn't getting as much attention as we would like for it to is because Rockstar Games is working on a Red Dead Redemption 2 Story Mode DLC. Now, I know that's not been confirmed or denied from Rockstar, but that would be the one thing that I would be willing to forgive Rockstar for if that's what's causing the lack of content in Red Dead Online. But the realistic counterpart to that is that GTA Online is making more money than Red Dead Online. Why would they extend their efforts to make content for Red Dead Online when they know they aren't going to get as much money in return, since the active player count is just significantly lower? Anyway, that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Also, what do you think Rockstar needs to do to help Red Dead Online become the immersive online Wild Western experience we all want it to be? Leave a fat like rating down below to show your support, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't want to miss out on any future uploads here on the channel, be sure and turn on notifications as well. I hope to see you all in the next one. Later.
But they're still getting paid a fair price for a job well done.
Oh hey, really quick, my lazy ass finally created a Twitter page, and I also created a Discord server. I figured it was time, and I figured it was overdue. If you guys want to communicate with me between videos, hang out, chat, whatever, check me out on Twitter, follow me, tweet at me, and you can join my Discord server and we can hang out in there. They're both pretty dead right now, so any support is seriously appreciated. Later, guys.